The Women in Leadership Archives, or WLA, holds the records of one of Chicago's most unique independent booksellers, Women and Children First Bookstore. For over 40 years, Women and Children First has been passionate about celebrating and amplifying the voices of underrepresented groups through books, programming, and a welcoming environment. In this video, we will explore how Women and Children First created an inclusive environment for the community and take a look at photographs and documents from the bookstore's archival collection at the WLA. Women and Children First Bookstore was founded in 1979 by Ann Christofferson and Linda Bubon. As graduate students, Christofferson and Bubon were in a feminist literature group and struggled to find the books by women authors that the group was discussing. They found that most bookstores did not carry a wide selection of books by women and about feminism and women's issues. The two were inspired to open Women and Children First Bookstore, a store for books by women, about women, and for women and children. A year after opening, the bookstore opened its children's book room, with an expanded stock of children's literature, a playhouse, and a playpen for its youngest visitors. Christofferson and Bubon understood that many women have children in their care, and wanted to provide an environment that welcomed and cared for the needs of all women. The bookstore hosted weekly storytime for children and discussions for adults, with topics such as how to avoid sexism when choosing children's books. Filling another gap left by most bookstores at the time, Women and Children First also prioritized representing the LGBTQ community. They filled their shelves with titles written by LGBTQ authors and books covering topics such as sexual identity. In the fiction section, patrons could find stories of LGBTQ characters with full and complex lives. The store held workshops and welcomed writers such as Anne Bannon, author of the Bebo Brinker Chronicles, a groundbreaking series of lesbian novels published in the 1950s and 60s. Women and Children First Bookstore also helped to amplify the voices of women of color. Event calendars throughout the store's history featured the names of many writers of color, such as poets Gwendolyn Brooks and Nikki Finney, and comedian Margaret Cho. Chicago native Dawn Turner, author and former columnist for the Chicago Tribune, visited the store in 1997 for a reading of her first children's novel, Only Twice I've Wished for Heaven. In 1990, Women and Children First Bookstore moved from the Lincoln Park neighborhood to its current location in Andersonville. The move was motivated by a desire for a larger space, as well as the ability to accommodate people of all physical capabilities. In recent years, the store has committed to growing its selection of books on disability justice. Founders Linda Bubon and Ann Christofferson originally intended to keep their little shop open for 5 years, enough time for larger bookstores to catch up and begin stocking more diverse books. However, after over 40 years, Women and Children First continues to fill the gaps left by other booksellers and provide a selection of books representing the diverse identities and interests of their community. Today, it is one of the largest feminist bookstores in the country. The bookstore has been celebrated as an iconic staple of the community and as a common ground where individuals of all backgrounds can feel connected and comfortable enough to explore their differences. For more information on the history of Women and Children's First Bookstore, follow the link in the video description to the WLA's collection. You can visit the Chicago store in person or find their website linked below. Subscribe to the Women in Leadership Archives channel to see more videos like this.